guys, my name is James and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to modify my Druid Craft tarot deck. I just got this recently. I know this has been out for years already, but I'm so excited to get my hands on this deck. While I was searching for reviews and some photos about this deck, I did see most people modified this deck by trimming and edging the edges. So I'm gonna do the same thing with my deck. However, I did start this process already yesterday, so I don't have to show you guys how I'm doing it on all of 78 cards. Yeah, I'll show you my progress. So basically, when I bought this deck, I already knew that I was going to modify this deck. So I bought some good scissors, a gold Sharpie, and a corner rounder. So you have these very thick white borders, and for me it's kind of annoying because it takes away like the life of the cards. And another annoying thing is that they're not even. I don't know if you can notice it. This side has a thicker border compared to the right side. So that gave me more motivation to cut the borders. So the way I like to trim or to modify this deck is just by taking out the white borders, and I think it looks much more beautiful this way. The image just pops out of the card. It's much more easier to read, and overall it just makes it a lot better. So I'll show you how I did it. There are different tools you can use to trim the edges. I just like to go the old-fashioned way by using scissors. So I left 2 cards so I can show you how I do this process. So basically, I carefully cut the top borders first, and I use this outer black line as a guide. So imagine doing this for 78 cards. So that is one way of bonding with your deck. So I really enjoy this process, believe it or not. I got to know the deck on a much deeper level. So this is how it looks like after trimming the white borders. The back doesn't bother me too much. I still think it looks okay. There's not much going on the backs anyway. And what I do is I take out my corner rounder and I use the small size to punch the edges. You know, it'll give you this beautiful rounded corner. So this is how it looks like after trimming and edging the corners. Love it. In case you're wondering, this is the Kodamaru Pro. I did see Boho Tarot recommending this as a good puncher or like a good corner rounder. And I think it's a good investment if you're planning to modify a lot of decks. I got it for a fairly cheap price on eBay. So I'll do this last card, which is the King of Pentacles. So that's how I trim my edges. Of course, when you do this, one should expect that it wouldn't be perfect, because I just used my scissors and cutting 7 to 8 cards. Now it doesn't bother me too much, because I think after I shuffle these cards, it'll look okay. And another thing I did is, after I trimmed the edges, I used this Gold Sharpie to color the edges with gold. So I've actually ran out of ink. I don't know why, but when I tried doing the rest of the cards, it just wouldn't work anymore. So I have to go out and buy another Gold Sharpie. That one is really old. Alright, so I'll show you guys the final output. I've already finished edging this with gold, and I love how it turned out. It gives this very vintage and old looking vibe to it, and it matches the backs really well. I've already shuffled this card, so they're not in order. If you notice, this is on the glossy side. The cardstock is pretty decent. It's on the thinner side, but it's bendy. And I think this will shuffle just fine. By trimming and edging this deck, it just makes the images pop, and I love it. You can clearly see the story that's happening there. So far, the only thing I hated about this deck is the white borders it came in, and probably also they could have done better with the backs, but that's just my opinion. And another thing that I noticed with this deck is that it has a very strong male energy. Like, for example, the Three of Cups. Normally on a traditional RWS deck, you will see the Three of Cups as 3 ladies, like rejoicing, and here we have 3 dudes hanging out. So hopefully this will help you decide if you also want to modify your deck, if you have the Druid Craft Tarot. For a very cheap deck, you get very good quality, and I think this is very perfect for beginners as well. So as you can see, I don't have any problem doing the handover shuffle. Let's see if it rifle shuffle well. So it's not that bad. I really love it. So let's try to do a 1 card reading. Oh, here we go. The moon. And I'll just take the guidebook and read the meaning from there. So let's see if I can find the moon. Alright, here we have the moon. The message: fear is a powerful teacher and ally. If you can walk through the gates of fear, you will arrive at the realm of the goddess, who will bless you with inner vision. Keywords: psychic awakening, dreams, deep revelation of feminine mysteries, withdrawal, facing fears. Meaning: change, imagination, creativity, a difficult emotional journey ahead. Any loneliness or confusion you feel will pass as this phase reaches its natural completion. Becoming aware of material from the unconscious. Although upsetting, this could help your creative process. Let yourself be guided by trust, and you will pass through your fear to emerge stronger. Imagination, fantasy, vision, and creative work. Keywords: confusion, fantasy, depression, substance abuse, hidden difficulties. Reverse meaning, serious problems resulting from disturbances in your psyche. You or others may have been telling lies, involvement in a relationship that is plagued with fantasy. If you need to make important decisions or binding commitments, be very careful. So that is our one card reading for today, and thank you for joining me in this DIY video and quick flip through of the Druid Craft Tarot. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys will have a happy Easter, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!